Hey everyone, welcome back. And if you are new here, my name is Melissa Reed and I'm a mixed media artist from southwestern Pennsylvania. So today we are doing another mixed media collage, although I have absolutely no idea what I want to do at this point. I have some different collage papers that I've made in the past that I'm pulling out. And while I typically do not start with any sort of idea, or at least not much of an idea in my head, I really was struggling with this one. So I'm going to talk about that for a minute. But first I want to apologize if you hear a lot of banging in the background. I'm having a roof put on and there's really just no way to escape the noise, so we're just going to push through. So what I am doing right now is just starting this collage by gluing down some different pieces of paper that feel kind of interesting to me. There's no real rhyme or reason, and I'm not really paying attention to any composition at this point. I just want to get something down to get started. When I don't really have an idea, I think that's the best way to go, and that's just to start going. I'm using as my adhesive the matte gel medium, and this will dry completely clear, even though you can kind of see a little bit of a white sheen there on the black background. But I promise that's going to dry completely clear. And if I didn't already mention it, I am using an 8" by 8" gallery wrapped canvas that I bought at Michael's. It came pre-primed and I painted it a matte black color just to try something different this time. So to get back to what I was saying before, I am sure you have all experienced artist block, and I have been struggling with it this week kind of fiercely. There are a lot of ways to deal with it, and none of them were really working for me. I just really couldn't get into it, and I'm sure you've all been there and this has happened to you, but sometimes just the feeling isn't there. And if you are fortunate enough to have a lot of extra time and just to be able to make your art whenever that creativity strikes you, that is wonderful. But unfortunately, that isn't the case for me. I've committed to putting out one full-size video for you every week and also at least one short video. And along with the filming time, the editing takes a good bit of time, and then there's like the regular job and all of the standard life stuff. So I have a pretty limited amount of time to devote to making art. So when it's not really going my way, it is extra special frustrating. So I decided to just keep going, and nothing was really speaking to me. I laid down some of that collage. I got some paints out. I'm using a little bit of, I have a light purple Liquitex paint there. I've got some golden high flow and fluid acrylics that I'm mixing on there now just to get some more interesting colors on there to go along with the background pieces. And I'm just kind of fiddling with everything and just trying to make something happen that will lead me to the next step. That's typically how I approach my art making. I am an intuitive artist, so like I said before, I don't often start with a big plan in mind, but sometimes I will at least have a vague idea of a color or a type of composition, some kind of end image or something, but just wasn't there for me this week. So instead, I just keep gluing and gluing and hoping that something finally speaks to me. Incidentally, this paper that I'm gluing down right now, I love it so much, and I can't remember what I used to make it. It's a piece of tissue paper with some sort of ink. I'm assuming an acrylic ink on there, and it's one of my favorites, and I love the way that ink really pops on top of all of the other colors there. But it's the only sheet that I had made, and I did it a while back, and I really wish I could remember what I used. So I'll get back to you if I can think of what that was. So through this process, a lot of the times when I'm feeling a little bit stuck or not sure where to go, I will set the piece aside and walk away from it for a couple of hours, sometimes overnight, if I have the luxury of time, even maybe a day or two. And typically when I come back to it, that block is gone, and I will look at it and instantly know what the next step is. I might not always know what the final steps are going to be, but I'll at least know what I want to do next. And that just wasn't happening for me with this one. There were several times during the course of making this that I actually considered just walking away from this piece entirely and starting something new, but I really wasn't feeling that either. There were other ideas that I had, but I was just having one of those weeks, I'm sure you can relate, where just nothing was exciting me, and I kind of just wasn't into it. What I almost did was stop this video and make a video for you guys about some acrylic painted backgrounds, because that is something that I will often do when I am feeling a little bit stuck and I don't know exactly what kind of finished piece of art I might want to make. I will just put some paint down and make backgrounds for those moments where I am feeling that creative spark and feeling like I want to make a finished piece. And I almost did that. And I am going to do that for you guys at some point coming up here, but in the end, I decided just to stick with this piece and keep going. That's another kind of little thing that I'll do when I'm feeling like this, is just keep going, keep adding color, keep adding collage, and eventually something is going to stick and make an impact and let me know what to do next. And ultimately that did happen, thank goodness, because this was driving me up a wall. But in the meantime, I'm playing with different media here. I have a little bit of black ink there and a pen and nib, and you can see that my ink exploded in my hand there, and I'm going to have to get another one now. Did not make nearly as big of a mess as it could have, but I'm just adding a bunch of different things here. This was a point after I'd let it sit overnight, and I came back and looked at it, and it was not speaking to me, so I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna just throw caution to the wind here and grab all of my brightest colors. I got all of my fluorescents out, my red, my fluorescent pink and orange and green, and I just went at it and just started putting all of the colors down in a manner that was kind of appealing. Didn't really make a lot of, I don't want to say didn't make sense. I didn't have, again, any plan for the colors. I just wanted to get them down. And I liked where it was going. I liked the brightness that was speaking to me. So I just kept going forward with that. And that is actually a green there, and it's showing up a little bit yellow on the video, I'm noticing. But it doesn't matter. The point was I was trying to just get some liveliness onto the canvas. I liked the muted colors with the roses and the lavenders in there, but I was already feeling so kind of mediocre in general that I thought maybe I just need to liven this up with some bright colors, and that will spark a little bit of creative inspiration in me. And it kind of did. So what I'm going to do here is, once I get as much paint on here as I really want to do, I ended up taking a little bit of inspiration from some pieces that I did last year. And I don't know if some of you, I'm sure, have been with me since last year. I believe I did these in November of 23. I did 2 sets of videos on some mixed media collage birds, and they're much more whimsical. There's nothing realistic about them. They're just fun, colorful, bright pictures, and I'm going to go ahead and actually insert an image for you here. I made these for an art sale that I am in every December, but this is the style that I decided to ultimately do this week's piece in. And I wasn't really sure what image I wanted to use on the front. I didn't necessarily want to do more birds because I wanted to change it up and keep it more interesting for you all as well as for myself, and try to just do something fun and different. So after a lot of thinking and painting and resting with it, I ultimately decided I wanted to do something with some fun little whimsical fish. Now, again, none of this is meant to be even remotely realistic. Obviously, these are just supposed to be fun little, not exactly cartoons, but just whimsical, cute little fish. Brightly colored, something that you're going to look at and kind of feel happy, which is exactly what I needed and wanted from this piece at this point. I love going back through my old work and trying to find some inspiration when I am not feeling very inspired, and that worked this time. And I definitely would recommend, if you're ever feeling that way, to look at some things that you've done in the past, and maybe you'll find a color or a type of line or a subject matter, a style, something might speak to you, and you'll think, oh, I forgot about that. Let's give it a try again. So I went ahead and cut some little fish shapes out of some music sheets that I had around. And these I was using as a roll-off sheet for my gel prints, so they already had some bright colors on them. And I know you can't see them very well against that backdrop there because it's so busy, but don't worry, I'm going to fix that problem here in just a little while. So I wanted to add some more colors to these fish, and I could have gone really crazy with them and gone in with my Posca pens and done design work, added some more collage, anything just to really dress them up, but I decided to keep them plain. You can see some of the music notes behind the acrylic paint, which is what I wanted. That adds enough interest for me. I'm just going with some more colors here, and there's another piece down there. I'm going to show you exactly how I made those. I just looked at a reference photo and drew just a couple goofy little fish shapes out, not really meant to be any fish in particular. You can kind of, see something in them if you look and say, oh, well, that one might look like a whale or that one might look like some other kind of fish, but these are just supposed to be generic fish, and I'm just very, very quickly sketching in just a quick rough drawing there so that I have something to cut out. I'm kind of keeping them a little squared off because that's what I did with the birds, and I liked that squared off shape. And I tried to make each one slightly different. I thought about making them all uniform, but I just thought it would be much more interesting if they were all kind of fun and different shaped, and you could look at each one and notice the differences and just give them a little bit of variety. So once I have them all cut out and shaped the way that I want, I'm just going to glue those down with a little bit more of that matte gel medium. Now, since I did cover up everything, you won't even be able to see that underneath there, how it dried clear on the black, but I assure you, if you use it on black, it will definitely dry clear. So I'm getting these all glued down, paying special attention to the small parts there, like the tips of the tails and the fins, and I'm just spreading that down there with my gift card that I have there on the side. It makes a great tool to lay your collage down flat and make sure you don't have any bubbles. And then I'm going to set this aside and let it dry for a little while, and when I come back to it, it'll be ready to do the next step. So if you've watched my last couple of videos, I did various animals and I outlined them with this very dark black charcoal, and I love this stuff. I wish I could remember what it was called because this is my last little tiny end piece of it, and I bought it about 25 years ago when I was in art school, and I do not remember what it was, but I have never found a charcoal that is that wonderfully dark and just so messy. If you even touch it, your hands are black, but I love it. It does exactly what I want it to do on things like this. And if anybody has any idea what this could possibly be, drop a note in the comments because I would be forever grateful if I could find some of this. I just cannot remember. But I love outlining with this. You can blend it if you want and spread it out just a little bit, like to blur it and make shadows, but I'm just going for a straight outline here for these little fish shapes. And I'm also going to use this same piece of charcoal here in just a moment to take it around the outside edges of this piece. I've done that in my last couple of videos too, if you've watched those. I like the way it creates a nice edge, and when I blend it with my finger, I can create kind of as much shadow around the corners or blend it in and create a shadow underneath the line as much as I want to, and it just works really nicely. So as I said, I thought about embellishing the fish a little bit with some drawing or some more collage, but ultimately I just decided to give them some silly eyes, and I'm making the eyes different on each one, and that's going to really be the only embellishment that I do on these ones. If I was going to do another series of these, which I may at some point, I would change the fish up a little bit, probably do a little more decoration on them. I thought about possibly even cutting them into pieces and then laying them pieces down with space in between them, kind of in a mosaic style. I think that would look really cool, and I'm definitely going to try that with something. I don't know if it will be more fish or some other type of object. We'll see in the future what I come up with. But there I am blending the outside edges and corners, and there's the finished piece. I really like the way it turned out. It's definitely, I will say, a nice surprise for myself because I had no idea what it was going to look like when I was done, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So let me know what you think in the comments, and thank you all for hanging out with me while I worked through my creative block this week. And if you haven't had a chance yet, please hit the subscribe button, and you might want to hit the bell notifications because sometimes YouTube doesn't do a great job of putting my videos out there, so you'll definitely be notified when I've dropped something new. I put out a new video every Friday morning Eastern Time at 10 a.m. So if you get a chance, check out this and my other videos and give me a thumbs up if you like what you see. Take care, everybody, and I'll talk to you next week.